imagine that you have an organization and you receive a ton of invoices, which is never a fun thing, by the way. You would rather be sending invoices. However, you would like to get some insight from all those invoices. You would like to know how much money, for example, you are spending. Now, you could do this manually. You could extract every single interesting value from, for example, this invoice and store it into a database, or you could train a model. Within Snowflake, there is an easy way to train a model in order to extract interesting values from invoices, for example, and you can feed the model several different types of file formats like GPG, PDF, etc. Now, less talking, more doing. If you navigate to Snowflake, there is a button called Document AI. When you click on it, on the right side of the window, there is a build button. Let's click that one as well. A pop-up will appear, and now you can name your model. Let's call it Document Analyzer. Let's store the function in a certain database and a certain schema, because this model, after it's trained, will spit out a function. When the model is made, we are going to train it. Still building. There we go. A few seconds later. Now, first, we have to train the model, as previously stated, which we will do with the document that I showed you a few seconds ago. So I just uploaded the document over here. Let me click upload, and then we can start training the model. This takes a few seconds. It's not that long. Now, as you can see here, or rather, as you can see here, I navigated to the tab Documents, and the document is visible. It's inside Snowflake now. We uploaded it, and it has a status of to review. So let's navigate back to Build Details, and then we will start training the model. Define values. Let's click that button. Now on the left hand side of the screen, you will see our GPG, our image, with the invoice. On the right hand side, we have ways to train the model. By the way, if you would like to do a fun drinking game, you could take a shot every single time I say train the model. Here we go. Plus value. We're going to define our first value. And this is basically our way of saying to this model, listen, I want you to start searching for this specific value. And let's start with the date. And we'll call this column date, because that is basically what you are entering in this field, the column name, document date. And we can simply use natural language here. What is the date? Now it's thinking about it, it's processing, and it will soon come up with a value. And it's showing us 1/2020 with a confidence of 0.73. Now let's check our invoice, and it is correct. It extracted the right date from the GPG, 1/2020. So we will give it a pat on the head saying good boy and click the check mark. However, we're interested in more values, also the invoice total. So let's get that one as well. We will click the plus value again and grand total. What is the total amount? It's processing again. $220 with a confidence of 0.64. However, it could be more confident because it is right on the mark. It's $220. So let's tell it it's doing okay again, and you will also see the confidence score go up to 100% basically. Now I would also like to get the invoice number. So let's ask, or rather train the model to extract this value as well. Document number. Captain Caps Lock would like to know what is the document number. Now I specifically didn't use invoice number, and let's see if it still understands. And apparently it does, because it's giving the number 52148. And if we check the invoice number, it is reporting, or the value of that number is 52148. Let's click that check mark again, and there we go. Now that is as simple as it is. This is how you can train a model in Snowflake. Now there are a lot of nuances and details and all sorts of other interesting stuff that I could mention, but this video is already too long, so I'm going to leave it at that.